Latinos in Texas, a district that's 97% Latino, went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
It's on the border.
It's
the border
misogyny.
crisis is on their doorstep. And they were begging people to care about it for years. We need to take some lessons.
That's what that was.
The lessons are not
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Now they're chanting at her again, and they're saying Kamala, Kamala, and then she tells them, I want you to chant your own names.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
A few moments later.
Okay, now I want each of you to shout your own name. Do that. Because it's about all of us. It's about all of us. And listen, I have fought my whole career to put the people first.
Ah, shit. Had to go again.
In the early 1970s, William Proxmire, a conservative Democrat, pointed out that the National Science Foundation was spending $50,000 to study what makes people fall in love.
Huh?
Now, that's a better, I think, topic for Cosmopolitan magazine than it is for a government study. Nowadays, it's gone up. We spent $1 million having young people take selfies of themselves while smiling. And then looking at it later in the day to see if looking at pictures of yourself smiling makes you a happier person. That cost you $1 million. We spent $1.5 million studying the mating call of the Panamanian frog to see if the mating call of the country frogs was different than the city frogs.
What the fuck?
We spent nearly $1 million studying the Japanese quail to see if they're more sexually promiscuous when they're on cocaine.
What the fuck?
I think we could have just polled the audience on that.
Oh, what? You've never wondered whether or not the Japanese quail was more sexually promiscuous after a couple of lines of cocaine?
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Science, where frogs debate urban vibes, selfies cheaper than therapy, and quails party harder than rock stars. Who needs logic when you've got this budget?
Whoopi Goldberg accusing a Staten Island bakery of discriminating against her for her race, gender, and politics.
What? What the fuck?
The place that made these refused to make them for me.
Women.
Oh, really? Yes. What? Oh, they said that their ovens had gone down, all kinds of stuff, but folks went and got them anyway. Can't be because I'm a woman, but perhaps they did not like my politics.
Yeah. Stop it. Get some help.
Wow. But she's received instant karma because that Staten Island bakery is now speaking up and they're telling a different story.
They had a boiler here. Again, it's been here 145 years. They had a boiler that was 60 or 70 years old. And the first week in November, guess what? It went on the fritz. They had to be replaced. And the reputation of Holterman's is impeccable. So rather than commit to something they couldn't guarantee, they say we can't do it. And the person who besmirched and defamed them took that as an insult to her. Well, get over it.
Pow.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
Suing her would be the icing on the cake, turning a simple dessert order into a recipe for drama, but the bakery brought the receipts. And the cherry on top? Another order was fulfilled because the timing worked out. Next time, just bake your own cake.
I think what he did and how he did it did not make much sense because he actually didn't do much of anything. I just talked about that wall, right? We just talked about it. He didn't actually do much of anything.
I don't like where this is going.
But you do want to build some wall.
I want to strengthen our border.
Wow. She can't even answer the question as to whether or not she wants a wall.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
It is so ridiculous. This is peak political theater, and I don't know how we are not all watching this and understanding exactly what's happening. She is literally bobbing and weaving from answering a very simple question as to what should be done here.
2,000 years later.
The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for.
This lady is having a breakdown because her dad is supporting Donald Trump.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
I hate you, you fucking orange pumpkin. You just costed me one of the most important people in my life. My dad.
Emotional, damn it!
Donald Trump, I hate you. You will never be president again.
Stupid!
You bastard, you costed me my dad. My dad was the most important person in the world to me.
Stop it. Get some help.
A few moments later.
As soon as I got the election night results, I went over to TikTok. There are leftists everywhere, melting down, crying, screaming, throwing up, puking, dying. I don't know what it is.
I'm sorry! No! 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 Why? 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 Do you really hate me that bad?
Okay.
Honestly, it's like watching a Halloween horror show on repeat. The sheer level of overreaction would be hilarious if it weren't so telling. Just because things didn't go their way, suddenly the world is ending. It's almost as if the tolerance they preach goes right out the window when they lose.
President Biden, according to the New York Times, has now authorized the first use of U.S.-supplied long-range missiles by Ukraine for strikes inside Russia. Those weapons are likely to be initially employed against Russian and North Korean troops in defense of Ukrainian forces in the Kursk region of western Russia, according to officials.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Mr. Biden's decision is a major change in United States policy. The choice has divided his advisors.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Stupid! This decision marks a critical shift in U.S. policy, allowing Ukraine to target deeper within Russian territory. While it aims to disrupt key military operations, such as logistics hubs and airfields, the move could escalate tensions significantly. As Russia views these strikes as NATO's indirect involvement. However, experts suggest these precision attacks will likely weaken, but not decisively change, Russia's operations. The debate highlights the balance between supporting Ukraine's defense and managing broader geopolitical risks.
A few moments later.
Today there's a lot of talk in the media about us receiving permission for respective actions, but strikes are not carried out with words. Such things are not announced. Missiles will speak for themselves. They certainly will.
This statement reflects the escalating tension and Ukraine's resolve in the face of ongoing conflict. His emphasis on action over words highlights the urgency of their situation and the strategic importance of decisive responses. This stance might signal a shift in Ukraine's approach to countering aggression, underscoring their resilience and determination to defend their sovereignty. What do you think about the weight of these words in the broader geopolitical context? Comment your thoughts.
Woman-hating Trump strikes again and chooses none other than Tulsi Gabbard as Director for National Intelligence.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Well, she was the U.S. representative for the great state of Hawaii. You may know her best from this infamous debate moment where she absolutely obliterated Kamala on her past as a prosecutor and her rules for thee, not for me type attitude. It might be at this moment that you're noticing that it says Democratic presidential debate. Well, she used to be a Democrat and has now come over to the dark side. As I like to say, the side of logic and reasoning and common sense. Pow! In truth, the courage to switch sides makes her a badass. She is also a surfer and was the very first American Samoan congresswoman as well as the first practicing member of U.S. Congress. She served and was deployed in Iraq from 2004 to 2005.
She brings a blend of courage, experience, and independent thinking. Her military background, congressional service, and willingness to challenge party lines make her an ideal fit for Director of National Intelligence.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
To all you Latinos that voted for Trump, I hope he mass deports you and your entire family.
Huh?
Whether you were here legally or not, you gotta go. I hope he does that. Wait a minute! Who are you? To you black men who your fragile ego couldn't take a black woman in office, so you either voted for Trump or you didn't vote at all, the police will now have carte blanche to murder you right where the you stand.
Stupid! Notice how she expresses outright hostility towards Latinos and black men who didn't vote her way. She openly wishes for harm on entire communities, including those here legally. If a conservative even hinted at this kind of language, it would be front-page news. Yet here, it's normalized as progressive rhetoric.
Damn!
This is exactly what they claim to oppose: bigotry, intolerance, and prejudice. Yet it's on full display when someone thinks differently than they do.
Women.
Can you imagine the outrage if these words came from the other side?
This is a woman shaving her head in response to a Trump presidency in tandem with joining the 4B movement. She's deciding to shave her head, presumably to make her less attractive to men.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
We all know the 4B movement is to cut off all men. I get it in the sense of, I guess, our traditional beauty standards for women. Long hair is viewed as very attractive. But I have to ask this leftist woman, are you saying that women that have short hair or they're bald, that they're less attractive? That doesn't sound like a very left-leaning message to me. And I've actually seen quite a few women saying, hey, I have alopecia. And you're saying that I'm unattractive to men because you're shaving your hair to kind of look more like me. Or I had cancer, and now through chemotherapy I've lost my hair, and you're saying that I'm less attractive now?
Women.
It's ironic when leftist activism contradicts its own goals. This highlights a crucial issue. Symbolic gestures can alienate others, undermining the inclusivity they aim to promote. What's the balance between conviction and connection? Share your thoughts.
One of the worst marketing rebrands we've seen out of the car company Jaguar. Their new ad shows that they're going full force with diversity, equity, and inclusion, and the internet is having a field day.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
At the very least, I know that if you're making an ad for a car, it should probably feature the car itself. When Boeing started focusing on diversity, equity, and inclusion, we had that moment in January of 2024 where the door plug fell off the damn plane. What's gonna happen to these Jaguar cars?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Elon Musk said, do you sell cars? To which Jaguar responded, yes, we'd love to show you. And they invited him to join them at an event. Someone else said, where's the car? Jaguar responded, the story is unfolding, stay tuned. Another one, this is surely a joke. They respond, a pivotal moment. And here's a heavy hitter. John says, what the actual hell is this? Jaguar responds, the future.
What the fuck?
While some see it as progress, the question remains, can a luxury icon thrive on abstract messaging? Or is this a costly identity crisis when its message overshadows its product? Will it cost them loyal buyers? Leave thoughts and comments.
We should just start leaving our dirty tampons everywhere.
Stupid.
Because if men want so much control over us, they can deal with our dirty tampons. Clean it up. No, but genuinely, I was trying to think what revenge sounds the most satisfying right now?
Boring.
And I kind of just want to fling dirty tampons at men's cars.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Wow.
So many thoughts here. First off, biohazard alert. Pretty sure flinging tampons would get you a one-way ticket to the do not pass go line. And yeah, it's definitely illegal, unless maybe you're in LA.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Where public expressions tend to fly under the radar. But seriously, maybe we channel that energy into something that says, we're here, without bringing in the hazmat crew?
Pow.
Just a thought.